hopefully I am live here, coming from Drake, Massachusetts, in my studio. So I'll just say hello. My name is Selene, and I work here. It's been a crazy week. I designed Stamp Club, and my friend Maria came over and helped me get it started. We prepped the first 72 packets, which is pretty awesome. Here, let's take a look. We had this fun fold. Last week I was at my mom's house. I've been there quite a bit, as much as I can to help. She's been having some health issues, and when I got home last week, I just didn't have the bandwidth to go live here like I usually do on Tuesday. So I posted a 30-second reel of my Stamp Club cards. Check this out. And I don't know, because people have asked me what you call it. So if you're here and you're hanging out with me, I'd love to see your comments, because I am not quite seeing you. So let me know if you're here. And I'm going to show you this fold today, because it kind of blew up the internet, and I'm going to call it the spider fold. If the fold exists, I don't know about it. I was playing in my studio with some Halloween paper and wanted to try a fun fold that would use a half a piece of cardstock for the Halloween paper that we have that has this continuous scene in it. So that's why I came up with this. This is another fun fold in that class, and we demoed this a couple weeks ago. So if you're on my YouTube or Facebook channel, you should be able to find it under videos. And card 3 and card 4, and those are all for Card Club. And we prepped 72 of those this week, but I'm up over 80, so I have to prep some more. And all of those goodies just arrived because I sent them in a hurry. I want to show you, we had a couple of new kits that came out. This one is in the online store. Isn't it pretty? This is just this month, so you can find this in the online store if you go to kits. And you get 2 of each of 5 different designs, so 10 cards, and you make the box. And I will tell you that when I made this box, I peeled the adhesive. You see it down there? And then put the bottom in the box, and it got stuck like right about here. And I had to use undo to take it off. So that's a thing. Anyway, here's the birthday card that comes in this kit. They're all so pretty. This one's really cool. You pop out all the circles, and then you pop this whole piece up on dimensionals. It's just a beautiful kit, and I adore the stamp set that comes with it. All of these fonts are just beautiful. And of course, 10 envelopes. Around Christmas time, I could see using this as a mailing center, put my stamps in, have some Christmas tags maybe. Really adorable kit. I also put together last night on Zoom another one of our new kits. This one is Brighten Your Day. This one doesn't have any stamping, but it comes in 4 languages. So these are all the extra pieces, which I can still turn over and stamp on these little die cuts and use them. Hey, Vicky, good to see you. So it comes with 3 of these, and I'm telling you, the photos just don't do them. Even video, it's not coming back as beautiful as they are. They're so pretty in person. And the envelopes almost feel like watercolor paper. I want to kind of cut them up and make more cards with them, because the envelopes are just as decorative. This would be a great gift for anybody, and for anybody that is in my Stamp Club that's celebrating 6 months, you might see this again, just saying. I love them so much. Okay, so there's that. Some more news. They told us today that there's a stamp sale coming on the 18th. So all of our stamp sets are going to be on sale for 15% off. That doesn't include bundles, so bundles don't count. So I'm going to do a BOGO. I have been holding it hostage, and with going back and forth to my mom's, I just didn't get it ready. I have 2 bins worth of stuff to add to BOGO, and I'm going to open BOGO tomorrow at noon, and the stamp sale starts Thursday. So we only have 1 day to do the stamp sale. So I'll do BOGO for 2. So that's kind of interesting info. Let's see. So we showed Stamp Club. Oh, here. Let's talk about, I didn't show the team meeting cards. We have the team meeting this week, and I had the cards all out and ready to show you, and then, well, I must have walked away with them because I'm not seeing them. That's okay. Let's bring in my scoreboard. My friend Maria does a lot of work for me in the studio, and she had the most horrible time trying to get to use the scoreboard. Like, she kept going off the line, so I'm going to show you some tips on that. But before we do, actually, I'm going to bring in my cutter and do just a quick cut on this paper. This is the color I want, black. So I'm going to cut this in half at 4 1/4. And what we are doing is we're jumping right into the spider fold, so hang on one sec. We're going to make the card front first, and it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And why did I go that way first? Well, I want that long piece that's 11 by 4 1/4 as leftovers. So now I've got a card front, or a card base, so to speak, and then I've got this 11 by 4 1/4. So Maria and I sat for a while, and she kept saying to me, oh, there's the team meeting cards. I found them. We'll come back to those. She kept saying to me, I don't know what happens. I'm still going out of, like she'd start up here and then she'd zip off. And she's a lefty. So if you're a lefty, you would move the board so that it's facing your left hand, right? Like this. And I'm a righty, so I'm going to hold this with my right hand, and I always tilt this so that it is going with the way that my hand, and actually my hand doesn't turn that far, with the way that my arm goes, so that when I do go to score, that I don't score out of, Mom's doing okay. I'm a little tired. I'm still going back and forth a lot, so it's a thing. Hey, Sharon, so good to see you. Oh, so we've got people from YouTube and from Facebook. That's exciting to me. Makes me happy that I made this change. So anyway, getting back to Maria, what we finally figured out was she was holding this like a pen, or in a lefty like a pen, okay? And I hold it so that the tool is in the palm of my hand, and my finger goes on top. So when I do my scoring for this fun fold, I'm calling it the spider fold because it just keeps popping. I'm going to make sure that the score tool is in my hand like this. And then when I score, I'm going to score at 2, 3 3/4, 5 1/4, and 9. And this is going to be the base of my spider fold. This is the club one that everybody wanted to see. So originally, when I designed this, although you guys were seeing it as a grateful of that heart of yours, originally I designed it around the Halloween paper, because we have this big long scene, 12 by 5 1/4, all the way at the top. So I'm going to open this up a little bit and kind of show you what's in here. This paper is off the hook. If you guys haven't seen this, I don't usually do a lot of Halloween, but it's so darn cute. It comes with all of these die-cut pieces already done for you, and then tags. So let me just show you. I'll zip through these kind of quick, but I want you to see all of these are pre-die cut. So you've got like a banner, like if you have an October birthday, it's absolutely adorable. Harry Potter fans, there's the sorting, there's the broom. We've got a little hippo, he's adorable, and then she just needs Wink Costello. What do you think? I love it. Hey, Linda, good to see you, my friends. And then we've got potions, and then this, you can cut the top off and layer it onto these. It is just such a sweet, and you get 2 of these that just completely pop out with no effort. Look, I mean, seriously, what did that take? 10 seconds? So, not even. Okay, so there's that. And then you have 2 of these sheets, and this one is the one that I want to use. You're only going to get 2 of these cards out of a pack because you get 2 sheets of this, but then you can make more scene cards out of the one down below. So definitely not wasteful. Oh, and this color is so pretty. This is fresh freesia, and it matches the freesia ribbon that goes in the bundle, which is just so cute. And then you've got like candy patterns and just fabulous. And this looks adorable. The goblins and the pumpkins. You get little eyeballs peeking out at you, and the kitty cats. I mean, there's something for everybody in this sheet pack, and it's so funny because it's not something I would normally do. So this one, this is all tags. So you got tags that you can like follow the line, cut out, and stick on a present. It's so pretty, Linda. I agree. And then you got these big long banners that you could either stamp on or add as an element on a card, right? Really super creative. And then the back looks like a rainy night, which I think is kind of cool. But I don't think I would use the back because the front is so useful. I can see myself cutting all of these up and using them for Halloween treats. And oh my gosh, look at these guys. I have no words. They're so cute. And you could either fussy cut them out, or you could use a bigger die. They're just, you wouldn't even need the paper. There's so many different possibilities between the die cuts and the paper in this. So that leads me back to where we started with that spider fun fold. I cut a card front down to a 1/4 sheet, and then we you got your measurements on screen: 2, 3 3/4, 7 1/4, and 9. And that's the same one as the card that went viral this week and blew up the internet. So if you're here, thank you. And if you're just finding me, thank you. We ended up with 13 new club members. I want to say 8 of them were new to me. So it's pretty exciting to be growing a little bit. Okay, so the thickness of this is 4 1/4, okay? So when I put the panels going across my card, I'm going to want them to be 4 inches tall. So I'm going to put this long sheet, the one that's continuous, in my trimmer, and I'm going to cut it at 4, okay? Now, because we've already done the card base and the zippy piece, I'm going to shut those measurements off, and I'm going to give you a new set of measurements, okay? So here we go. And if you're coming back, you can always pause the video or whatever. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down, and all of these measurements add up to 11 3/4, and my piece of paper is 12 inches long. Okay, so hopefully you guys are with me still on all of that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece off at 1 and kind of follow along on the measurements up here. So there's the 1, and then I'm going to lay it down off to the side so that I don't mess up. And then I'm going to flip the cardstock over and cut another layer off at 1. I hope you can see where I'm going with this. It's kind of fun. Okay, then I'm going to cut just a 1/4 inch because it adds 11.75 and I don't want to get messed up in the middle, so I'm going to cut that 1/4 inch out right now. And I'm going to cut a 1 3/4 inch section for Mr. Kitty here, upside down. So cute. Okay, and I'm going to lay it down there. And then I know you're not seeing the other side, but I'm going to lay them all down in order. So I'm going to flip this over and go 1 3/4 on this side. And you'll see where I'm going with this when we finish it. So 1 3/4. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the next two pieces, 1.5, and then flip it and go 1.5. And if I can add, and I don't promise that I can, the inside piece should be 3.25. Hopefully I did that right. Let's see. Close. You know, close enough for shift work. What can I say? I'm gonna give it a little trim because it's gonna be okay. All right. So 3.25 for the center. So you might be wondering now, what, pray tell, am I doing here? But let me show you. So I've got that piece that we scored that I'm calling the spider fold because that's literally how I designed this. It was because of this paper that is just so fabulous, and it's one continuous piece of paper. And I'm going to take this spider fold and fold it on all of my score lines. Okay, and I'll bring those measurements back up so you can see what we did again. But all I did was I went down the way I was going to cut my paper, and I went slow and I laid it out in front of me so I didn't get confused, right? So let's grab some glue. It is so cute. I love it. Yeah, I agree, Sharon. There are so many uses for this paper. So I'm going to leave the 1-inch people out for a minute. And I'm going to just add adhesive all the way down my panels. And I'm going to place these. So first I have Mr. Kitty Cat at 1 3/4. And then I have this kind of blocking image in the middle. It doesn't really have anything, but it connects beautifully. Then the 3 1/4 for the center. So don't forget, I had to cut a 1/4 inch somewhere, so wherever you feel like it, it doesn't matter too much, but it's so cool the way this all connects. And then here's the 1.5 again. So you can kind of see, like, if you do the outsides and keep flipping the paper, that you end up getting this right where it should be. Okay. So now, what are we going to do with these 1-inch buggers? Well, that's going on the card base. So eventually I'll put a focal point here, and when you open it up, everything will connect and there'll be something. I'll decorate it, but I wanted to show you guys this. Just, I know I'm on the fly, but that's what Tuesdays are always all about. So what I'm going to do next is I put adhesive on the 1-inch strips, and now I'm going to put these in so that they are equal borders on 3 sides. So about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And then same here. Oh, look at this guy, isn't he cute? Oh my gosh. So for those of you in club, this is really a preview because it's the same fold as the one that we're doing. And then you put it together, and you can turn this over and put adhesive on the spider part. I call it a spider because it wants to run away. You should. I folded these and like put punches on them for days, like a week actually, before we tried to stuff any in packets because it would have been ridiculous. And then you just kind of lay this down so that it's in the middle, but it does go edge to edge with your 4 1/4. So it's nice and clean, and it opens like that. So that's how it sits. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. Let's have some fun with this. Oh, I know that I have some stuff that's already die cut out. If I grab the right set of dies. Let's see. Oh yeah, these are for Christmas, but whatever. My helper was here and she cut some out, so we can put a place setting, and I will make this into a Halloween card, a Christmas card. Hello. It would be kind of fun to mix it with like a gratitude one, but I mean, think about it in this sense. You can literally put anything in these pieces. I have to find the Halloween one. It's all packed away still, but it's all good. You get the idea. So you can decorate any way you want, and when you go to decorate, just don't stick to both sides. Leave one side open. Let's see if we can find somebody. Oh, she's so cute. Like, I want to put her on one of the die cuts. Seriously. And these are from my kit. There's nothing like dimensionals that come out of a kit. I don't know what to call them other than fresh. Yeah. They are. She's so adorable. I definitely need to go get myself a Winkostella here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then I think I want to put some of this ribbon. Oh, and I am neglecting the stars. I did pull them out, but I have a whole bunch of Halloween samples that I made, and I put them away somewhere in the studio. You know how that goes. I'm very good lately about cleaning up, but the only problem about cleaning is that I'm always losing stuff. Does anybody feel like that? Like, when your room is all messy, like, no problem, you can find it, and then the minute you clean up, you can't, like, find anything. So it's all good. So I just used some dimensionals to put that on, and scissors. Oh, I do have a pair of those. Ta-da! My messy desk here. But when I attach her, I'll probably just put it so that it attaches to one side or the other. Or, I mean, you could even, like, put her on one of the panels. I mean, there's so many ways you could do this. It's so fun. So, that's my quick spider fold. I told you, it wasn't bad. Like, people online were like, oh my gosh, I gotta see this. And it's not that bad. So BOGO, for those of you that are on my email list, BOGO information will be coming out tonight or tomorrow. It starts at noon. I'm going to add some items. Oh my gosh. I have some steel rule dies that fit our new die cutting machine. So, be on the lookout for those. I have a top note die that's never been used up for BOGO, which is really cool. Let's see, the stamp sale starts on 9/18, so I coordinated my BOGO with that to give you double value. So please take advantage of that. And if you take advantage of that with me, just know that I'm so grateful. Especially when I can't, like, give as much time. Like, I work a lot, but I've been taking more time than normal, and I just want to say thank you, because it's I appreciate your support so much, especially right now. Let's see. Stamp Club is right on track. I'll have everything done. I do have a vacation planned. So I am leaving Sunday for a whole week. I haven't had a day off, like a real day off, since December. I've done some resemblance of work every single day since December. Even like family reunion day, I was writing directions on the way, like just craziness. So I'm gonna take a week and kind of recoup, which is good. And we did our team meeting. Oh, I did find the cards. Here, let's flip over and I'll show you the cards. Oh, they were fabulous. And then of course this was my swap, and we did this on another Facebook Live a couple weeks ago, I think. And it will be part of the club offering too, because I changed it up and used the same layout. This is my team meeting, and I loved it so much. You might see this as an online class coming up. So cute. This is the Jar of Joy bundle. Yeah, that's crumb cake and basic beige. So yeah, lots going on. Team meeting, fun folds, and getting back to business. So if you guys need anything, please let me know. Like I said, I'll be emailing out all the details for the BOGO sale and adding some items to my previous offering. So if you're going to take advantage of one sale, you might as well double dip and get some of my treasures for your collection. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. I cooked a delicious chicken and it is smelling delicious, so I'm going to go have a bite of it for dinner, and then I'll get to work on those emails. So see you guys soon. Thank you.